First of all, why do you like rock music?
Well, I like rock music because basically I get to express everything I feel, everything I think in rock music. So I think that is why I like rock music.
And Charles?
Because it's the wildest thing that there is. Wilder than soca, wilder than everything else that you can imagine. Yeah, so the reason why I like it is because it's so wild. It's the wildest thing that there is. You can get all of your angry emotions and all your frustrations out in that simple piece of music, right? And it's also so simple that anyone can get into it if they want to.
Well, I've been exposed to rock music like since I was a kid. My mom was a big fan of Elvis and Beatles and all those guys, Stones and so on. So I think that kind of rubbed off for me. And then when I got older and I started comparing the forms of music, I realized that rock music was my thing because it allows you the freedom of expression. You know, you can talk about social issues that really affect you. You could be very aggressive doing it too. So that's the main reason I like it, because it allows you the freedom to express yourself, you know, in your way.
Next question. What would you tell young people?
In general, what would I tell young people? I try to advise them to, you know, be positive about life, go after what they have in mind or their dreams, you know, and show people respect, treat everybody with love, you know, and, you know, you will get that in return. But mainly, be positive, be good to people.
Try to do what you want. Try to do what your heart tells you to do in all circumstances. You've got to do that. You've got to try it and follow through with what you've got to do. You've got to follow your heart. Whatever your heart says, you follow it. That's all I've got to tell them.
Well, for me, I would basically tell them the same thing that I always tell them, is to go after what you feel. And I think that is what happened to us here today, because Charles has been after what he likes, Gary as well, and same thing with me. So I think you should go after what you really like and don't give a heck about anyone, just go after it.
Any statements of your own?
Good. Right. Okay. I would just like to see Guyanese people to continue coming out to support rock music, because these bands here, they work their ass off day and night just to get here. Right? So I think they should really support it, because in every country they support their thing. Right? And they should really support their local stuff. It's very important for us.
Okay, even if you hate the band, you hate them to your heart's content, your guts, come to the show, because we need the numbers. Strength is in numbers. So come to the shows, support the bands, and keep this thing going.
All right. I'd like to say that, you know, we have seen a vision in here, and we'd like everybody to see that vision as well. And music can be something really, really big in Guyana again, especially rock music, like how it was back in the 50s when we were on par with all of the recording artists from around the world. You know, those guys didn't just get there, you know, just by working hard alone. They had to work hard, and they had to get support from the masses. They had to depend on the fans. And that's very important, because if that happens here in Guyana, we're going to have a real big and thriving music industry, and we could compete with anything out in the world, seeing export our music like how we export our other goodies, you know, and do really well and put, you know, Guyana big up on the map. Well, firstly, it's not your kind of music that you would say it's dance oriented. And then again, being from the Caribbean or being from South America, you know, we have things like reggae, we got soca, calypso, and even down in Brazil, samba, and some of the Spanish-speaking countries, salsa, and so on. They're mainly what distinguishes them from rock music is the beat, you know, and mode of expression. Rock music just doesn't cover, you know, partying all the time. It covers social issues, things that are really important and affecting our world. And I think that's the big, big difference between rock and other forms of music.
You can say it's a rock. It's an international form of music. Everywhere you go, you're going to find a rock band. You cannot go, at least to the Ukraine at the moment, and hear a soca band playing, but you will always have a rock band. And that's what makes rock the most important music that there is. You can go anywhere with it. You can touch everybody.
For me, it's the most important music, because it's the only music you can do anything with, really.
One once asked in the tournament, why she likes rock music? The answer was, because it's happy music.
Yeah, I agree. It's happy music. When you're up on stage and you're having fun and everybody is really responding to you, you know, it's really cool. You get in yourself across to them regardless of whether you choose some covers to do or if you choose your own originals, you make your statement. But the thing is, you're happy. You might sound a little bit angry because you're screaming and shouting most of the time. But you know, the main thing is that you're happy, you're having fun, and you want everybody to have fun too.
Yeah, it's a fun form of music. She was absolutely right about it. Tina Turner was absolutely right. It is a happy music, and it has always been sensational, and that's the thing that attracts everybody to it.
You have a lot of fun with it, and you enjoy yourself a lot. So it's a fun thing. It's a lot of fun. A lot of hard work and fun.
When will we three meet again?
Well, that is up to the Lord. That's all I can say. Right?
When you and I go to Brazil and meet these guys, pick up Charles in Manaus and then we go down south to Sao Paulo. I guess that's when we'll meet together.
Well, sum them up, I hope soon. Soon he'll come to Brazil and soon the Lord will give us this chance again.